Hello guys, welcome to Public and Property. It's a girl, the lady of real estate, realtor Rajat. Today I have with me Mr. AG. Welcome Mr. AG to
Thank you.
today's
Thank you
interview.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Mr. AG, today we have a few questions for you about property. So, question one goes like this. What should an expected to know from a realtor before purchasing any property of your choice?
Oh, all right. The viewers, thank you. My name is Avias. I think as a realtor, the first stage to address a client who consults you for a property, to make it work easier, you can put an advert of the property there. Somebody like, oh, where this property is, and that is fine. But it times whereby somebody wants to invest into a property and they consult you as a realtor, I think you should be able to calculate or get to know their budget, okay, and get to find out their choice of interest, like the location they want the property. Because as a realtor, you might necessarily not have property all over the world. So it goes beyond you just knowing their budget, knowing the location they want. Then you can maybe do your findings. So that makes you also a broker. You get so that is one step you need to go.
Okay, I think you can go with that. So, our question 2 here goes like this. How can one know if he or she is purchasing a legit property by a realtor?
Okay. As a realtor, I think what will make people trust you and what will make them have the confidence in you is for the fact that they already know that this person they are contacting to become a realtor to any property they feel of purchase or they are having interest is the fact that they know this person doesn't just advertise property that is not legal. They know that this person they are dealing with is somebody that has an idea of the risk involved in property when you purchase the wrong property. So as a realtor, you are being trusted to know that before you put any property on sale, you know that this property have the necessary document that guides that property. So that when you buy property, it won't come back to you as maybe a fraudulent property or property that will start giving a client risk. So as a realtor, you should be able to acquire every necessary information regarding the authenticity of any property you put out there to market. All right.
Okay, I think this is very, very wonderful and interesting. Okay, let's do question 3. How can one close deal with a realtor after purchasing his or her choice of property?
Okay. When you talk about closing of deal, many people will think maybe the relationship you have between a realtor that helps you to get a property. I feel many people like, oh, is it not their percentage? When you're done purchasing property, you pay to the owner, then all less for you as a realtor is to get your percentage. But I think your work as a realtor is beyond you just getting your percentage when you obtain properties. So a realtor is expected to close a deal with a buyer of any property that you are standing as an intermediary for, which goes beyond you fighting for the necessary documents, ensuring that the client who buys this property, the property is allocated, the CFO, if it's the land, the CFO is being given, and there's to be a letter from the government office that indicates that the government is aware that you are not the legitimate owner of this property. And make sure that, and you as a buyer, be advisable enough to consult your lawyer when you are dealing with property issue, because there are also fake documents. All right, there's also fake documents. If you are an ignorant kind of person, you are not too educated and you want to buy property, if you are working with a realtor, also back it up with your lawyer. Okay, when they bring the documents to you, contact your lawyer to verify those documents to ensure that you are not being given fake documents. Because we have some cases whereby some people said that I bought this land and everything was given, the CFO was given, but we later found out that it was all fake. Okay, so to avoid those things when you are closing a deal, because when you're done giving your agent his percentage and you're done making payment to the company or whoever that you purchased the land from, I think as at that time when you are not having issue with those properties, you might not be able to hold the realtor responsible for this thing, because sometimes you might not even see this realtor to hold, and sometimes you cannot even able to fight with the person you bought those properties for. So ensure you're on the safe side. Work with a legitimate lawyer when obtaining properties alongside with your realtor, so you have a better close deal, so that you don't go and encounter yourself with those fraudulent properties out there. So I think when you are closing a deal, these are the criteria, these are the process you need to also consider to verify your payment, your receipts that was being given to you. So that is all I can say.
Okay. Okay, Mr. AG, there's a question that confuses people a lot. So I don't know. Most people feel that agent and realtor are the same thing. So today we want to know the difference between agent and realtor.
It's a slight difference, but they're actually different.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a slight difference. I would say an agent is an upcoming of a realtor.
Wow.
These are like agents are the upcoming of the realtor. You get, but that I'm just being sarcastic. But agents can also be professional and has also the direct access from the government to sell or stand as an intermediary to properties. But that is if only that agent have acquired the skills, and not just the skills, have gone ahead to obtain the necessary documents. Because as a realtor, you must be verified by government. You must have the skills of working with real estate firms or working with property management companies. So now, agents can actually be anybody and can be everybody. You get me? So there might be a property someone wants to sell, and you see Mr. James, you were like, Mr. James, I have a property I want to sell. That person can just automatically become an agent. You understand? Without being licensed. You understand? Without even knowing if the property is legal or not. And the person will just alarm it to the air and start telling the audience, oh, I have property that I want to sell. It could be a family member who told you that. It doesn't mean because you trust the person who have told you now that there's a property to sell, that gives you the right or gives you the 100% assurance that that property is legal or not. So you see the way, but as a realtor, even if you are my brother, even if you are my father, and I'm standing for a property for you, it is my duty and my job, based on being professional, and I have my license, and I know the risk involved, that if I should involve in selling a property that is not legal, I know I can be jailed. So with me having this idea, me having this knowledge, I will want to verify that this property is legal. So these are the things that differentiate real professional realtors from just a local agent. So working with a local agent, I didn't say it's wrong. It could be, yes, fine, the property is truly legal. You can be lucky, but you can't always be lucky. You understand? So I think agent and a realtor is a slight difference. Their documents and their authenticated and their experience and their license are different. Alright? Just a slight. I think if I were you, I would trust working with a realtor. Someone who have made his or herself a realtor.
Wonderful. Oh, thank you, Mr. AG, for today.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Okay, guys, as you all have heard, agent and realtors are not the same thing. So guys, I want to tell you today, if you need to purchase a land and you want to be safe, you need to go to a realtor instead of going to agents. I hear complaints from most people most times, but I don't have solution to those complaints. Today, I only bring to you something better for you to know. So, if you want to get properties, you can contact AG Consent and you'll get your properties.
AG Consent.
Yeah. Thank you so much once again, Mr. AG.
You're welcome.
And you're welcome. It's your girl, the one and only Olori of yours.
Thank you.